Hello, friends, and welcome to another impromptu Pauper stream. Don't normally stream on this day or at this time, but I got a little bit of free time before I head over to my parents' place for Thanksgiving, and I really love this Black Sack Pauper deck. So I'm going to take this through a league, and we'll see how it goes. I haven't made any real changes since last time. I've taken out the Spell Bomb out of the sideboard and put in a Rotten Reunion, which is going to give us some more creatures, but like realistically, we just have one in the sideboard. It's not too likely we're going to see it. I'm wondering if maybe I should just put in the fourth Crypt Rats or something. I would say it's good enough. We got things to do on 1, 2, and 3. Few too many lands. Ooh, this is a bad matchup. And we're kind of flooding here. I think we probably just don't play the Beetle, because Deathblade Elite could just kill it. Benevolent Bodyguard, that's a pain. Protection from the color of your choice, so it won't protect it from Perilous Myr. But they're going wide like this is really bad for our Fleshbag. Unfortunate that we ended up facing White Heroic right at the start. That's not what we wanted to see. But we've got a few cards out of the sideboard that should help us. Well, that's unfortunate. They can put a +1 counter on Deathblade Elite and we can't kill it with Perilous Myr. Opponent's taking their time here, considering their next move. Okay, so they are going to put the +1/+1 on Deathblade. Oh, and another +1 on Bodyguard with another token. I don't think we're going to be able to come back this game, honestly. I guess we can kill the Deathblade Elite, which is pretty good. No, because it has first strike. Ugh. So we can't kill it. So we could make Mortician Beetle into a 4/4 if we needed to. But they can prevent black damage if we try and do anything sneaky, and that would cost us the rest of our board to make Beetle a 4/4. Alright, let's see how they provoke. And they can just like prevent all damage to Death Blade, so we're just going to take a bunch. Yeah, they are going to tell the Beetle that it has to block. Killing the Warrior might actually be pretty good. We could just sacrifice the Beetle, since, I mean, we can't really realistically do much with it anyway. They could just prevent the damage that would be dealt. So if we block like this, we can sacrifice the Beetle to the Feeder and kill this Warrior token. Another Swamp. Well, we'll get rid of one of their 3/3s. Too bad we don't have the Beetle. If we had Beetle when we're playing Fleshbag Marauder, it gets +2/+2. So it looks like we're both kind of flooding out here. And provoke on the Bone Picker would be my guess. Yep. So since it has first strike, we'll have to sacrifice the Bone Picker to the Carrion Feeder. Not what I wanted to see. Now they can actually like untap the Fleshbag Marauder so it has to block, or they can try and race us. Okay, so it looks like we must block here. Yeah, have to block. The way the provoke mechanic works on Moto is not entirely obvious. Unfortunate that we have all swamps here. There's a Vault of Whispers and another land off the top. Wonderful. But at least with Vault of Whispers, we can sacrifice that to Deadly Dispute if we draw it, instead of our Carrion Feeder, which is our clock. It cannot block, so... Oh no! That puts them up to 5, so that's a 3-turn clock. We have 4, we still have a faster clock than them. Oh, but the Vigilance! That's Vigilance until end of turn. Oh, that sucks. Well, Carrion Feeder can't block, so... Thanks for untapping it. No! We needed a spell. It had to be a spell here. Eight lands in 14 cards. That's more than half of our cards were lands. And our lands 17, which is less than a third of the deck. So, unlucky. And also a difficult matchup. Stupid Vigilance. So if they don't have Vigilance here, we do actually have Lethal on the Crackback. So maybe they can't even attack. Tragic Slip. That could kill this. It depends on what they have in hand. They could absolutely have the thing that says give the creature protection from black. It's an aura with flash. So using the Tragic Slip here could win us the game or could lose us the game. They have 3 cards in hand. I'm going to think they probably have it. I'm going to pass. We'll try to catch them blinking. Benevolent Bodyguard. So they can give their creature protection from black, but that doesn't give it protection from colorless. Sure. Alright, so the question is, where do I put the 2 damage from the Perilous Myr? If I put it at their face, Carrion Feeder is a lethal attacker. I could also throw it at Benevolent Bodyguard, because that's giving, you know, this protection from black. And then I could try and kill this with a Tragic Slip. Let's see. Your target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it's an enchanted creature, it also gains hexproof and indestructible. Hey there. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit earlier than normal, and on a different day, too. God's Willing gives a creature protection from black, and they get to scry. Figured they would have some kind of response like that. So they're going to be able to keep both their creatures here, and that means that I could just be dead. So we're going to need to draw something good here. Let's draw something good. Nested Shambler. I don't think that's good enough. They can just give their creature protection from black, and they win the game because the squirrels come into play tapped. And they can block here on the Carrion Feeder, so we don't have a lethal attack either. We could attack, force them to sacrifice this, force them to block, and oh, they get it back though, right? Yeah, because if a creature would be destroyed, so they can just block the Carrion Feeder and then let this die, and they still have protection from black on the Deathblade. Let's make them do it. Close game. Yep, protection from black. And they get to go in for lethal because the tokens come into play tapped. Good game. So this is going to be a little bit harder going forward because they're going to have access to protection from black creatures, but we also get our Crypt Rats. Go up to 4 Fleshbag Marauders, and we also get 3 copies of Snuff Out. I think we might as well take out Bonesplitter. One more card to take out. Might take out another Bone Picker here. I mean, Bone Picker's alright, but they have so many creatures with First Strike or prevent the damage, so it's not in any way guaranteed that Death Touch is going to be a keyword with any real value. Single land hand. We do have double Fleshbag. We have Tragic Slip. And like if we find the land Deadly Dispute, this hand is so close. It's so good, but we have so few lands. We keep a 1-land hand, especially with so many 2 and 3s. We could just get screwed here. Alright, this is way better. I think we just get rid of Lazotep Reaver. You think I should risk it? I have risked it many times and been punished. Despite, flooding out last game, it's much more likely that we screw. And screw is way better for us. 2 lands is usually all we need. Fleshbag, we need that 3rd, but we'll see what we can find here. Carrion Feeder is a nice pickup. We're going to hold up the Snuff Out, try and get a 2-for-1. Sentinel's Eyes. Nice. And they're screwed. We'll just attack for 2 here. We could sacrifice the Perilous Myr and do 2 damage with Beetle plus 2 damage with Myr, but I'd like to keep that available so we can kill something like this. Unless we draw a land here, in which case we'll Fleshbag. I'm actually going to sacrifice the Fleshbag Marauder here. Now, we could get some extra damage with the Perilous Myr and Carrion Feeder. That's because that's 2. But again, I would like to keep the Perilous Myr available to kill one of their creatures. Embalm the cat. Cartouche. I guess we just kill it in response. This way they don't get the 1/1, and they scoop to that. Was just thinking if I wanted to keep the Lazotep Reavers, but the Reavers are very good with the Fleshbags. Yeah, we'll keep this. We got double Snuff Out. Okay, that is a creature we can kill. See if we can get one of those 2-for-1s. That's no fun. I'll just take one here. They'll sack the bodyguard, we'll Snuff Out again, and they'll scoop in frustration. Not quite. We're still playing. All right. Ooh, I like the Nested Shambler Mortician Beetle Deadly Dispute. It takes us a little while to set it up, but seems kind of good. Now we are basically out of cards here, so the opponent's going to be able to continue to play to the board and make some scary stuff. Bone Picker, okay. Let's attack in with all. Okay, so they probably have the thing that's going to give their creature +2/+2. A little bit of a pain. God's Willing, protection from black. Okay. We're still going to get... that means our Mortician Beetle is going to survive, so that's actually pretty good. Could play Crypt Rats here. I think I'll just play Bone Picker pass. Could play Bone Picker Reaver. Just go really wide. Make our token into a 2/2. Sentinel's Eyes. Okay, that's pretty good. It has Vigilance now. Ooh, and Ethereal Armor. That's scary stuff. The first strike. Being able to kill our Bone Picker here. Should have maybe found a way to play the Crypt Rats. I don't know. Another Bone Picker. Oh, this is an abysmal situation. Deathblade Elite is such a good Magic card. If we play the Crypt Rats, we're basically killing our own team. They can just make it the Crypt Rats block. We could play the Bone Picker, but, you know, it doesn't really do anything. I think we lost it. Even if we put all of our creatures in front of the Deathblade, they can just, say, prevent all combat damage after the first strike damage kills our Bone Picker. I guess we could still draw into some Fleshbags. And we can use Crypt Rats to clear away this Bodyguard. Village Rites, okay. All right, what are you going to put in front of the Deathblade Elite this time? Okay, you are taking the Crypt Rats. We're going to want to do this for one to try and get rid of that Bodyguard. It does sack our Squirrel, but we only lose the one token, so it's fine. Okay, emerge unscathed on the Bodyguard. So they're going to be able to keep it. Get a Fleshbag. Oh, we were so close to hitting. Oh man, that would have been so good. If we had killed the Bodyguard there, then Fleshbag the Elite, that would have been decent. Alright, let's pass back, and whatever they make block the Elite, we can Village Rites. Hey, Snake Eyes, thanks for joining us. Oh, we're trying. Not a good matchup, though, to start, that's for sure. Alright, so they give the Bodyguard Pro Black so it can attack in, get some damage. They get a lot of the land. Oh, they're not even going to attack with the Bodyguard. I imagine, yeah, you pick the Beetle. We'll sacrifice Beetle to Village Rites here. Yeah, we'll put a counter on the Beetle. Tragic Slip. Okay. So we can try and Tragic Slip this. They give it protection from black, and now we can Fleshbag and get rid of it. So good. Okay, we'll get rid of a Reaver here. Keep the Fleshbag on the board. It's got a lot of power. Start attacking again. Whew! That's good. That feels nice. We've still got a lot to fight through. Opponent still has 3 cards in hand. But it looks like none of them are creatures. Oh, shoot. I was supposed to cast the Reaver pre-combat. I forgot that how the armies work. We could have got an extra point of damage in here. So they should be at 5. That, that works for me. We got a double land hand, 2 pieces of removal. This is really awkward. We actually don't have any good plays on turn 1. Still going to keep this. Probably start with Vault of Whispers. Who knows? Maybe they'll play like a Delver of Secrets and we'll get to Tragic Slip It or something. Still, I wasn't going to give up on on that hand. I think we play Reaver Pass here. Again, and then we'll play probably Carrion Feeder, Tragic Slip, their Spellstutter Sprite. Oh, it's a Prohibit. Okay, yeah, that works. We'll try and put a Crawl from the Cellar onto the Nested Shambler next turn. Tron? Hey, Snake Eyes, what's going on? You think, what? I don't understand. There's all islands and swamps, and all of a sudden we're talking about Tron. Oh, here's the thing. Think twice. They're all counter spells and cantrips. What's going on? The only deck you know that plays Prohibit? Fair enough. Another deck that plays Prohibit is Familiars. Serrated Arrows. That's a choice. Yeah, it's not Tron. Oh, letting us draw the Deadly Dispute. That's pretty good for us. So we're going to be able to Deadly Dispute whatever they put. Oh, they're putting it on there, huh? Maybe we just play the Perilous Myr? Oh, we got another Crawl. Fantastic. So it looks like they're heavily controlling mono blue deck. Ah, there's the first creature. Village Rites. Okay. Nice. Perilous Myr resolves. Well, they haven't had any Spellstar sprites yet. Nice, it worked. That was pretty risky. We were out of mana there. If they had a Spellstar sprite, we weren't going to be able to slip it. Another Spire Golem. Let's try and crawl here for another Perilous Myr. So they go to 1. Hit this with a Tragic Slip. And they lose the Serrated Arrows. They've got 3 cards in hand. Oh, one of them was a free Spire Golem. Seems good. Alright, so if they don't have a counterspell, I think we can win. We crawl, put the token on Shambler, get Carrion Feeder. That's 4. Play Carrion Feeder, sack Carrion Feeder, kill Spire Golem. That's so risky, though. Like, we don't have to play that risky. We can just play, like, Perilous Myr, Lazotep Reaper, and pass. And try and kill them next turn. We just have more cards than them. And if they don't have answers to what we're doing, like, Perilous Myr needs to be countered. They're at 1 life. We could even just Tragic Slip the Perilous Myr for the kill, if they give us an opportunity. But again, you know, like, I'm not into just throwing my Tragic Slip away. Let's wait for them to do a thing, because we just have lethal on board if they do nothing. Okay. We get a win against the mono blue control list. Now, I'm not too sure how I want to interact with the opponent here. I'm thinking Mesmeric Fiend probably has a place. Snuff Out seems quite good. Fleshbag, I don't really know that I want more Fleshbags. I don't even know if I want any of them. Fleshbag would generally be quite poor against the blue deck, but if the opponent's not playing any Faeries, Fleshbag could be okay. If it's just killing Spire Golems and Ninjas. TKO, thanks for the follow, friend. Hey, well, good time to come onto the stream then. Delver of Secrets. So I think we'll just kill that immediately. No reason to let them untap and find a Dispel. Yeah, that's kind of one of the things that Twitch streamers have to deal with is saying everybody's names. Takoj Benegrabe. Yeah, that's right. Kind of like Village Rites Bone Picker, honestly, although the Mesmeric Fiend is very attractive as well. Being able to Village Rites a Mesmeric Fiend, that's where it's at. Let's attack in for 1, see what happens. I'm pretty sure they're just going to be holding up Counterspell here. So maybe we'll just get their Counterspell with Mesmeric Fiend. Get a Counterspell either way. Either they cast it or we take it. Yeah, this feels pretty good for me. They even return a land, so they are down tempo. Relic, sure. That's good for us. They're a very blue-heavy control deck. So you want extra counterspell? I mean, this is an option. But I guess they'll probably be playing the Cycle land. So they'd be able to return that. Lonely Sandbar, I think it's called. Oh yeah, we're taking those arrows for sure. They're going to be able to counter creature spells? Okay, well, we know that. Gab Penumbra 85. Thanks for the follow, friend. Okay, I was looking at that like a totally different word. I was thinking like Penumbra Spider. That's more like Numa? English. Blah. Alright, so if we play Perilous Myr, they just get to counter it for free. Let's just pass, I think. We could Village Rites the Nested Shambler. They don't have a counter for that. We don't necessarily lose value because we still get a 1/1 back. Nice. You want to counter a Nested Shambler with your 3-mana spell. Oh, you do you? Well, I've got this other 1-mana spell. Looks like a Delver. We'll get rid of Village Rites. The only way we really have to interact with our graveyard is Crawl. Looks like we did leave the Crawls in the deck. So Relic can cancel our Crawl. We might want to just go ahead and take those out if we go to a game 3, because if they're interacting with our graveyard and we know that, we can just make that a dead card. And there it is. Well, I guess we can cast the Perilous Myr, then they'll try and counter that, and then we can crawl. The issue is we don't have any zombies on the board, so if we crawl, they aren't going to... we aren't going to get that +1/+1 counter. Get Mesmeric Fiend back. And we'll get rid of Snuff Out. Okay, we've got Village Rites if they try any funny business. They are at the point where they can start playing Spire Golems. Oh, there's a Delver. That blocks the Fiend. Bone Picker. We could crawl. That's not really going to get us anything. They can just use the Relic and destroy our graveyard. So I think we'll go Fiend, Village Rites, Bone Picker. See how this works out. Oh, they have another Exclude. Damn. Do we attack with the Mesmeric Fiend? I don't really want to give them the serrated arrows back. Let's just attack like this. And then we'll Village Rites the Squirrel, play Bone Picker. Oh, okay. Play all the things. Empty-handed. Hellbent. Get rid of Village Rites. Do you flip? Looks like they would have a lot of things to flip their Delver. They get a Preordain. Well, that can block a Bone Picker. So we would be swinging in for 5 currently. 2 cards on bottom, plays an island, and... oh, they have another thing. Think twice, sure. And a pass, nice. This should be no attacks. Ooh, Snuff Out. I guess we just go for it. If they have Counterspell, they have it. Seems like they don't have Counterspell. Yeah. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. Sure. You got it. Into the Royal. This is a very land-heavy hand. Like, we have the Deadly Dispute, so it might be worth it. Are we on the play? We are on the play. This is a tough one. So land-heavy. I'm going to keep it and hope that we don't draw any more lands. Secluded Step. That is scary. Deadly Dispute, okay. So we're going to find our way out of the flood with those Deadly Disputes, getting rid of our 2 Volts of Whispers, depending on how the opponent plays. We might want to Deadly Dispute our Perilous Myr to kill a creature of theirs. Snow-covered plains into spare supplies. Interesting. All right, let's hope for a creature off the top. Nice. We're going to want to Deadly Dispute our Vault of Whispers here if they don't interact with us. Okay, Prophetic Prism, sure. So it looks like Boros. Bajukabog, you got it. Cool. Some Bonesplitters. So we can just suit up the Perilous Myr here and crash in for some damage. Take 6. Yeah, things just got real all of a sudden. You went from taking no damage a turn to taking all the damage a turn. So now that we've got pressure on the board, what does the opponent do? Okay, now that things are scary, the opponent's taking their time on this play. Makes sense, this is a very important turn for the opponent. Start with a Glinthawk. Return spare supplies. Boros Garrison. They're getting their red mana on. So yeah, this is Boros Monarch. Their creatures are a pain. We're going to want to bring in a bunch of removal for this matchup. Ooh, Mortician Beetle. That's interesting. So we can play Mortician Beetle, sacrifice the Myr, put the Bone Splitters onto the Carrion Feeder and attack. They could potentially have Cast Down, which is a little scary. Ooh, Electrickery. Okay. So we can sacrifice the Carrion Feeder to itself to grow the Mortician Beetle to a 3/3, or we can sacrifice the Mortician Beetle to the Carrion Feeder, and then we can still attack with it. Alright, so we could crawl, get the Beetle back, or we could just put the Bone Splitters. I think we just get aggressive here. Crawl is only 1 fewer damage than the Bone Splitter. 1 less. Let's Crawl, get Perilous Myr back. Okay, they play spare supplies. That's a good sign. Really good sign. And looks like kill for Carrion Feeder. They have the Galv Blast. Just kills it barely. Raven Inspector. So they're starting to turn the corner here. We're going to need to really make a last push in order to find the victory here. But we got chances. We got stuff and things we can do. Glint Hawk, that's unfortunate. We're going to need land here to clear their board. I guess like Fleshbag, Sacrifice, Perilous Myr kills both their things. We could also Fleshbag Slip. We could also just attack, and whatever they block with, we get to kill both things. Problem with that is we don't have a threat on the board anymore after that. Yeah, Fleshbag Slip is what we're going for. Oh, they have removal for the Myr. Unfortunate. All right, put him to 5. We're almost out of gas here. These Bonesplitters are not looking too hot, just sitting there on the table. But who knows? We could draw a Nested Shambler, and they'd be looking pretty good. Pablo, good morning. Ooh, they get to return the Bajuka Bog here. That's pretty big. And, of course, Skyfisher. They're really pulling ahead here. Oh, you know, just playing a bit of Magic. So we can crawl. This is going to be our last opportunity to get something back. Get Fleshbag Marauder, I guess. And then we could Fleshbag Deadly Dispute the Fleshbag. Now they got a lot of stuff going on here. Don't like that secondary creature. Oh, Bone Picker. So we're going to be able to play the Bone Picker after we Fleshbag. That's nice. Play Bone Picker Pass. Oh, you have another... Okay, that's not removal. They are tearing through their deck so quickly. They're almost halfway through their deck. They've used only one Galv Blast and one Lightning Bolt so far. And they could also have Journey to Nowhere in their deck. Yeah, definitely. Pretty nice card draw for sure. Oh, they got the Bolt, and we don't have the mana for Village Rites. Another Glinthawk. So yeah, they're really chugging now. They're gassed up, ready to go. They've got enough time to put their lands down. They got their engine going. But we drew Nested Shambler! Let's go! Question is, do we play the Perilous Myr? I think we just hold up Village Rites for this. Oh, okay. So we could, yeah, if we Village Rites now, they're not going to be able to hit one of their own cards, so we'll just let them target first, then we'll Village Rites. Those Bonesplitters were looking pretty good on that turn. Let's make 5 squirrels. Chatterstorm's not dead yet. Oh, gain 7 life, or sorry, 2 life up to 7. That's pretty good. They have another Core Skyfisher here. Return Journey, maybe. They just keep on doing stuff. Stop. Slow down. Thought my Shambler Village Rites was good. I mean, it's still good. We can attack with 3/1s. Their blocks are advantageous to us. As long as we're attacking with creatures with Bonesplitter on them, our attacks are good. Problem is, that means that we're slowed. We can only attack with 2 creatures a turn instead of all 5. Sure. Good stuff, good stuff. Carrion Feeder. Not bad, not bad. Play Carrion Feeder, play Perilous Myr, get rid of that Thraben Inspector. So they have to trade their good cards. We might actually just attack all now. Because let's see here. If they block 2 critters here, they take 7. That's lethal. So yeah, I think we just attack all. And they can block 1 squirrel token, which we get to eat. Okay, yeah, that's fine. This is better. Okay, that's what I expected. So we'll eat 1 token that way. Ooh, tough game 1. We're on turn 11 here, and we're still fighting. Opponent's got 5 cards in hand. Can you believe it? Crash in for 3. Let's go ahead and put a Bonesplitter onto a squirrel and pass. Oh, wow. Coming in for attacks. They probably just have a bunch of bolts in hand. They're going to finish us off. Double Galv Blast here. Nice. Good game. So how are we going to fight this opponent? We're going to want to bring in all the Snuff Out, bring in the Fleshbags. I think we bring in the Crypt Rats. I think we just go, like, full creature destruction mode. Take out the Bones... the Bonesplitters are actually pretty good in this matchup. Because that means that basically all of our creatures trade with all of theirs. So yeah, I keep the Bonesplitters in this matchup. Get rid of the crawls. They're playing Bajuka Bog. We've got a bunch more better removal. I think we get rid of, like, the Tragic Slips, because we're bringing in, like, Snuff Out, Fleshbag. Those are just better removal spells in this matchup, I think. I almost want Lifestaff, but the Bonesplitters are letting us trade with all their creatures. I wonder if they can actually win the game if we play with Lifestaff. They might, like, draw out of their deck. One land hand. Alright, let's draw that land off the top. Oh, we still got a chance for it. We can draw it with Village Rites here. Nice, we got it. Double Radiant Fountain to start. Bonesplitter, yes please. Attack for 6. Lone Missionary, sure. It's a good one. They're going to be able to kill my squirrel. Do we draw another land? We get a Perilous Myr. It's an interesting one. Kind of think we just attack in, put the... Yeah, we attack in and then play Shambler, put the Bonesplitter on the Shambler. Or we could actually play... Yeah, I like playing another Bone Picker here, I think. Actually, I think we should have just played 2 Bone Pickers. That was a mistake. I wanted to play Shambler to put Bonesplitter on it, but we had another Bone Picker. We could have just been attacking for 9 in the air. A lot of things to do with our 2 lands. I still have more time on my clock than the opponent. I can take a little bit more time to consider my decisions here. But it kind of looks like my next turn is going to be equip Shambler with the Bonesplitter and attack for 9. If we draw land, we can play Perilous Myr. If they kill one of our creatures, we can play Bone Picker. Prismatic Strands, yep. Prevent all black damage, seems good. If we can sacrifice the Shambler, we can get some green points of damage, so they can't prevent all the damage. But Prismatic Strands is one hell of a magic card. Ah, they got a creature, so they're going to be able to prevent damage. Oh well, we'll get rid of it. Oh, Snuff Out. I don't think that's better than Fleshbag here. We can use Snuff Out later. Well, I mean, it does let us play Bone Picker. Yeah, them playing Strands does make Crypt Rats pretty bad, you're right. Oh, they didn't Prismatic Strands. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to sacrifice the Shambler now. Because that's an extra 3 damage. That's 9, 10? Oh, it's just so good to get those squirrels. I don't feel like I can resist that value. We'll only attack for 7. Make that 4. Spare supplies again. Redraw forever. Another spare supplies. Okay, Thraben Inspector, we'll snuff that out. Put them to 4, play Crypt Rats, pass. We don't have any way to interact with them. I'm just going to hit F6, let them take their turn, and hopefully we'll be able to win on ours. Lone Missionary is pretty good for them. Yeah, the squirrels are green, the Perilous Myr is colorless, so we can still get damage in. Even if they prevent the black damage, we can get damage in, and then on their upkeep, we activate the Crypt Rats for the final points before they can gain any life. That would be bad, actually, if they have another Prismatic Strands. That wouldn't be too bad, because we would get to keep the Crypt Rats. Because it doesn't only prevent the damage to permanents they control and themselves, it just prevents all colored damage of that type. So we activate the Crypt Rats for 4, they cast Prismatic Strands, and the 4 damage is just done to nothing. It's all prevented. But yeah, we can just wait. Because we have pressure, we can just wait and wait and wait. Well, yeah, the flashback for this turn. They flashback this turn, and then on their upkeep, we use Crypt Rats. But honestly, I don't even think I do that anymore. At this point, I think I just play Bone Picker. Yeah, we didn't do enough damage anyway. Oh, yeah, we do have enough. If I just leave this 3 up, we can Crypt Rats for 3, Perilous Myr finishes it. But again, like, I'm not too interested in actually doing that. Oh no, they're gonna Galvalat the Crypt Rats now. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We're still playing Magic here. But their resources are rather small. They only have 3 cards left. Prophetic Prism, but again, like their cards just redraw more cards. So really, their limiting factor is their mana. Crack a Clue, just getting better and better. Okay, we got a game. Bilster's drawing their deck over there. Alright, we're going to take the Crypt Rats back out in the face of Prismatic Strands. This looks fine. Snuff Out was a nice draw. I don't like that, like, if I put the Bonesplitter on the Beetle, I'm not able to use Village Rites. I'm just going to play the Perilous Myr, attack for 1 here. Are there more Wrench Mind in the format over Abrades? I would say there's more Abrades. Ooh, Electrickery. Yep. Was thinking of the Artifact lands. The Artifact lands are for Deadly Dispute. Play a Reaver here, pass turn. Oh, that's all good. Glinthawk, probably something we'll snuff out. Okay, we do get the land here. And we got some power on board. Opponent just has a ton of mana. So scary. Nope. I'm not playing the challenge. I got time for a league here, and then I'm going to be heading over to my parents' place for Thanksgiving. Whole long weekend kind of thing. Alright, do we have another land drop? We do, so let's play Carrion Feeder pass. No, it's Thanksgiving in Canada. US, I think the Americans have their Thanksgiving next month. Trader's Christmas. Apt. Hey, there's Deadly Dispute. I want to play my Reaver because it allows me to sacrifice things to Carrion Feeder. And now we'll just attack with Deadly Dispute up. I'm not going to bother equipping the Bonesplitter. Oh, another Electrickery? Are you serious? I mean, we're okay. Canada has a pretty dark history as well, if you want to look at how we treated the Aboriginals. Okay, so Lightning Bolt is going to finish off this creature. Let's use Deadly Dispute. No, we drew 2 lands. That's rough. Flooded. Turn 7, we got 6 lands. Rough. And their life total is quite high because of Radiant Fountain. That's fair. I think we've lost this one. We've just flooded out too hard. Won't be breaking the curse today, it seems. Bujuka Bog, sure. I'm not doing anything with my graveyard anymore. Fleshbag is not the draw we were looking for. Does nothing on this board. It's fine. We'll just mill the opponent. I'll just use so many removal spells that'll kill all of their creatures and they'll draw out of cards in their deck. They're already at 37. See? It's not too much longer. Returns Prophetic Prism. See? They're drawing another card. Now they're at 36. Fools. Now they're at 35. See? We're going to get there. It'll be fine. Oh, Deadly Dispute's interesting, actually, with Fleshbag. I think that's worthwhile. Just imagine 35 is their life total. It's basically the same. Reaping the Graves. Return 3 creatures to your hand. Oh, there goes my plan of destroying all their creatures. Opponent is too smart and played their Journey to Nowhere before they played their creatures. Another Glinthawk. So many critters. How are we supposed to kill all them all? We don't have Crypt Rats anymore. Blah. All right, they're at 31, almost halfway there. Ah. See? Spare Supplies puts them halfway to dead. And I'll just kill all of your creatures. Like they were nothing. Yeah, but stop playing things though, okay? Ah, they're at 27. Village Rites. No hits. Aha, look at that. They even sacked the spare supplies, drew another card. I mean, yeah, it looks pretty good. Problem is, of course, the opponent still has just so many resources. And with Crypt Rats not being in the deck, this is too much. Not that Crypt Rats could have gotten us out of this problem. Anyways, they've got 4 mana up here. They've drawn so many cards. They absolutely have Prismatic Strands. Down to 2, here comes Lightning Bolt. GG. One land hand on the draw. Not a lot of one land plays here. I'm going to mulligan this one, look for something better. Yeah, we'll keep this, get rid of Swamp. Delver of Secrets, that's going to meet a tragic end. Whoops. Okay, I like them tapping mana here. That means they don't have Spell Stutter Sprite. So we're going to be able to play Nested Shambler, Bonesplitter. Extra Medium. What's good? We're just playing an impromptu league here. Don't normally play on Saturday, but had a little bit of time, so here we are. Now, if you're looking for some more Pauper later on today, and oh, it's going to be several hours. 6 to 1, that's like 7 hours from now. Pauperganda is going to be streaming. Really cool Pauper streamer. They're going to snap the Shambler here. All right, and then we're going to play Reaver because Reaver is not countered by Spell Stutter Sprite. Spire Golem, yep. We'll use Fleshbag to get rid of that. Hopefully they do not have actual counterspell here. And we'll get rid of the token. Okay, yeah, spell setter sprite, sure. I guess they just sacrifice the sprite in this case. Delver of Secrets and of One Mind. And they get to hold up 2 mana with 2 cards in hand. Another Nested Shambler. I'm going to swing in here for 5, kill one of their creatures, most likely. Sure. And then play a Reaver. Again, we're trying to play around Spell Stutter Sprite as much as we can here. Which is just going to get more and more difficult as the game goes on. Alright, if they have Spell Stutter Sprite, we're just hoping they don't have 2 of them. Oh no, they have the snap for their Spell Stutter Sprite, so they get to buy it back. And counter our Nested Shambler. Alright. I mean, that is a 2 for 2. And they can't exactly attack either. Let's see what we get. Village Rites, not bad. Yep, we expected that. Village Rites, sacrifice Perilous Myr, kill the Spire Golem, draw 2 cards. They're empty-handed, so this is going to resolve. And we get Crawl and Bone Picker. Kind of like getting Nested Shambler back, honestly, with the Bonesplitter. Perilous Myr seems pretty good as well. I don't think we want Fleshbag. Gonna get Shambler. Oh, did I miss attacks? That would have been on my main step. I hit 1. Was I on second main? Because I had attacked... Right, I had attacked with Perilous Myr. Okay. Where am I? What's going on? That turn was so long. Forgot what happened at the beginning of the turn. Okay, here comes a ninja. Block this one. We get to get rid of the Spell Stutter Sprite, so that's pretty great. Okay, pretty good. Deadly Dispute. Nice. Nice. Okay, we get in for 3. Nested Shambler. Put Bonesplitter on it. Wondering if we just do this now. Because they're tapped out, so we don't have to worry about Counterspell. Not a fan of that draw. Would have liked some spells. Don't tell me you have another ninja. Okay, phew. Oh, they got Counterspell? Kind of want to leave something back to block the ninja. So they can't just swing for free. Faeries does set up their draws with a scry. Let's see how they scry. Top or bottom, what's it going to be? 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom. Split the difference. Sure, they come in for 2, no problem. They have no cards in hand, that's fine. Another Reaver. Okay, we're going to attack all this time. We have the Reaver and the token back to block the ninja. Okay, so they ponder. Do they shuffle? They concede. Don't even bother to shuffle. Alright, so I'm thinking Snuff Out is going to be very good here. Mesmeric Fiend looks quite good. Fleshbag looks good. Crypt Rats looks pretty good, in fact. So it looks like we're going to be bringing in a large amount of removal. We're going to want to bring out Bonesplitter. Take out one of our Deadly Disputes. Take out Crawl. Take out a Slip. Bone Picker looks good. Perilous Myr is kind of so-so. Gotta take out a lot more cards here. It's difficult when we go on to this like large removal plan. I haven't quite sorted out how I want to sideboard with it yet. I guess we could take out Nested Shambler if we're taking out Bonesplitter. Risky hand. Especially on the draw. Because we could get got by Spell Stutter Sprite when we try to Village Rites the Nested Shambler. That's not even better. It's worse. Alright, we just gotta hope for land in the next 2 draws here so we can play Mesmeric Fiend. Or even better, Perilous Myr. Maybe like turn 3 Mesmeric Fiend with Village Rites would be best. Yeah, they just pass with mana up. We got the Snuff Out! That's a good draw. So we're going to be able to sacrifice the Shambler now. And if they try and Spell Stutter, we can Snuff Out the Spell Stutter Sprite. If it's just Counterspell, though, okay, good, it's Spell Stutter. Look for that land. 2 draws for it. Nice. We could go for another Village Rites here, sacrifice the squirrel. I don't think that's very good. Let's just wait. Village Rites on Mesmeric Fiend is way better. Not even sure that we would want to do that, though. We might want to just play the Perilous Myr here. Spire Golem, yep. With Counterspell up, seems good. I'm going to play Carrion Feeder first. Nice. I think we just pass here. We could play Fiend. But then we don't have any mana up to use Village Rites. We have the Carrion Feeder to sack it. That's fine. We'll play Fiend. Opponent's got to read this one. There's a lot of words on Mesmeric Fiend here. Basically, it's going to work out like a Castigate. That also gives my Carrion Feeder +1/+1. And this is even better if you have a Mortician Beetle in play, or more than one Mortician Beetle in play, because those are also going to get the +1/+1 counters from sacrificing the creature. Unfortunately, we don't have any in play this time. Alright, let's take a card out of their hand. Forever. We can just get rid of Ninja forever? Oh, that sounds pretty sweet. And they have Snap and Dispel. So Dispel's a bit of a pain with these things here. And Snap is a bit of a pain with Fleshbag, because they can snap the Spire Golem back to hand and not sacrifice it. Okay, well, they can't do it anymore. They'll have to get rid of one of them. Hey, Cable. Humiliate. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card, plus put a +1/+1 counter on a creature you control. No kidding, I haven't seen that card before. What's the rarity on that one? Because I imagine that would be played in in Pestilence if it were available. Ah, uncommon from Strixhaven. Thanks. That is very apt. That's basically what that card, what Mesmeric Fiend was doing for us. Cool, cool, cool. When I was thinking like Humiliate, I was first thinking Humility, which is a totally different Magic card. Another Mesmeric Fiend. So we know they have Snap and Dispel. So I think we just Fleshbag here, kill one of their Spire Golems. Okay, so this is a 2. We can make it a 3, but then they can just snap, bring this back to hand. I don't think it's worth trying to kill, because we're not going to be happy with it. I guess we could attack with both. We still get through for a little bit of damage. I'm just not going to be happy with an attack with their snap. I wonder if you snap back the Spire Golem so you can block with it here. No, you want to snap my Carrion Feeder. Makes sense. Alright, Mesmeric Fiend. And we can take Dispel. So we can start using our Rites and Disputes. And I imagine they're going to snap the Carrion Feeder so that it resets the tokens. Yeah, they snap it now. Yep, that's fine. Take your Dispel. So I can Village Rites, kill this, and then attack with Fleshbag. Or I can Carrion Feeder, kill this, attack with Fleshbag. Kind of like drawing cards. Drawing cards is pretty good. Let's draw cards. Maybe we get lands and we play Carrion Feeder anyway. Attacks. Did you draw a ninja? Woof. Good draw, opponent. Good top deck. Miscreant and Spire. Get a Vault. I guess we can sacrifice the Vault here, draw some cards. Get a Shambler. I think I just pass. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. I had a lot of trouble flooding with this deck, so adding the Dispute and the Vault of Whispers has been great. Please no ninja. Oh, Tragic Slip. Not bad. Another Shambler. Alright, so they're at 15. How much damage can we do? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't think that's worth it to sack our board. We'll just do this much damage. Actually, I might... Yeah, I could do one more. Sacrifice Shambler. And we're going to try and Tragic Slip that Spire Golem. Nice. It was a risk, but it paid off. We have blocks for the Ninja. They can only get in for 1. No Ninja, please. Okay, we're at 6. Village Rites. Not bad. Kind of want to leave something back so they can't crack in with Ninja. Is this lethal? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's lethal. Okay. So they have to block something. If they block a 1, that's 6, 7, 8, 9 still lethal. Okay, this is a good attack. Okay, if you do nothing, you still die here. Right? 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have to do a thing. Looks like we win! So we got another 1 land hand here, and our hand is full of 2 drops. I'm going to mulligan this one. Oof. Well, we can get rid of a land, so this hand is fine. Nested Shambler, turn 1, turn 2, Village Rites, Bone Picker. And we'll get rid of one of our swamps, keep the Vault of Whispers. Basic Mountain Lava Spike. So we have a really bad game 1, and our games 2 and 3 are entirely dependent on if we get our Lifestaff. Yeah, that's very true. It would be kind of difficult. I mean, cast down, but... Alright, Thermal Alchemist is pretty scary. Let's see what we draw. Would like to be able to kill that. Get a Deadly Dispute. Alright, I think we just Village Rites the Nested Shambler. I'm going to attack in, see if they block. They do block. Okay. No punish. Play a Bone Picker. But they're doing so much damage with this Thermal Alchemist. The fact that we didn't get to kill it on that last turn is going to be really bad for us. Yeah, X5s, it gains life whenever it blocks, avoids Gallop Blast, also gains life on all of your Pestilence hits. Another Carrion Feeder is not really what I wanted. They're killing the Bone Picker. Now, might as well sacrifice it. So we could sacrifice it with Deadly Dispute, or we could sacrifice it to Carrion Feeder. I think we draw cards with it. Mortician Beetle. That can get a little bit of work done if we get time. I think I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice that treasure for the Beetle. Opponent only has 1 card left in hand, and we're at 15. we might have a chance. Don't get too excited, but we might have a chance. Ah, I forgot about Rift Bolt. Okay. What do they kill? Are they targeting a creature or us? Yep, faces the place. So they get to go up to 2 cards. If they find 2 spells, we're in a ton of trouble. One of them was a land. We're still in it. Village Rites. Crawl from the Cellar. Get Nested Shambler back. Target Carrion Feeder. Play Shambler. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. 10, 11 with the Carrion Feeder. Not enough, so we might want to just Village Rites. Let's attack, see what happens. And I would probably actually want a Deadly Dispute, because we can Deadly Dispute into Village Rites. Draw a bunch of cards. And we still get power and toughness on the Mortician Beetle, even if not the Carrion Feeder. But we do want to just do a ton of damage over the course of 2 turns. So let's see what they do. Nothing. All right, pass back, see if we can win. So they could do 5, 8, 9 damage total. No, if they have 2 Fire Blasts, it's lethal. Okay, it's a Skewer. So I don't think we're dead yet. Oh no, that is lethal with Fire Blast. I miscounted. Fire Blast kills us. Yup, GG. Good game. Close one. Alright, so we bring in the Lifestaff. Get rid of the Bonesplitter. Bring in the Mesmeric Fiend. We could bring in Fleshbag. I don't know that we want to go too heavy on removal here. Get rid of Crawl. So for removal, we have 4 Tragic Slips, 2 Fleshbags. It's probably not enough. Just wondering if you want to go up to the 3rd Fleshbag. It's pretty important to kill those creatures. And Fleshbag also gives us another way to sacrifice a creature holding a Lifestaff. Alright, do we have Lifestaff? We do, but we have no lands. Alright, no Lifestaff. We're going to keep this one, get rid of Fleshbag. And they're keeping 7. Scary. Chain Lightning, yep. Oh, don't mind the extra land. Let's just play Reaver and attack. Would have been nice to find a 1-drop here so we could have held up Village Rites. If they played Searing Blaze, we would still take the 3 ourselves, but we would get the value from the Village Rites. Alright, hoping for the Alchemist. Thermal Alchemist would be good for us. Searing Blaze, unfortunate. Alright, really need a Lifestaff off the top here. Lifestaff off the top would be perfect. Play Lifestaff, equip Lifestaff, hold up Village Rites. Another Beetle? Ah, alright. It's fine. Attack and pass. We'll use the Village Rites during the opponent's turn. Maybe they'll try and kill a creature, and then we'll know which one to sacrifice with Village Rites, so we don't end up losing more value, because, yeah, they could just do another Searing Blaze here. And they do, so yeah, we know we want to sacrifice the Beetle, which is not the thing we would sacrifice normally. Oh, that's brutal. Needed Lifestaff. Got lands. I'm going to Village Rites on this turn now, because we've got all this mana and nothing to do. So we'll sacrifice this token after combat. No! Flooded! We lost to the flood. I guess we could still draw Lifestaff and maybe we could still stay in this game. They might just kill us now, actually. What is this? Yeah, nice! Nice emote. So apt. Alright, looks like they just suspended a Rift Bolt, so we're dead on their turn. If we... I mean, I honestly don't even know what we could do here. Even if we draw Lifestaff. Okay, we get Deadly Dispute. I guess we could have drew Lifestaff and then Fleshbag. But that's not going to work anymore. Ah, damn it. We're just off by 1 mana. So close to getting back into this game. But we don't have any way to sacrifice our creatures. Actually, I should have just left that there so we could have bluffed a Village Rites. Now I'm just tapped out and they know they're good to go. I mean, they would have had it regardless, but, you know, I could have made them sweat instead of just showing them that the coast was clear. Alright, so we still ended up finishing our league on a positive 3-2. I think that we can have a game versus Burn. As we saw in those 2 games, you know, there were definitely points where we could have drawn out of it. And then the Mardu match was very interesting. I guess it wasn't Mardu, it was Boros Monarch with just like the lightest splash of black for Bajuka Bug and Reaping the Graves. Still, I had a lot of fun playing this deck. It's something that I really like to be able to pick up every once in a while. I think that it's quickly becoming my favorite Pauper deck. It's just the lines are so interesting, it's so aggressive, and, you know, it puts up a surprising amount of value between the Nested Shambler giving you the extra creatures, the Village Rites and Deadly Disputes, either being able to answer removal spells or even, you know, fix our flood. So I'm very happy with this deck. I would like to do a little bit more work as far as the 75 goes. Try and find some room for more Rotten reunions, even though it didn't really seem to be that important this matchup. I'll maybe spend some of the weekend trying to figure out what is important for any bad matchups and what matchups we already are fairly favored in, so maybe I just have like too many cards for certain things. Either way, really enjoy this deck, and I hope you enjoyed watching it.